sind in der Schweiz mit ihrem Album Surrender auf Platz 1 eingestiegen. Jetzt sind es da, der Theo und der Adam for Hertz. Welcome, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
How's it going with you? You're on tour right now. How's tour going so far?
Tour's going pretty good. We're in this glamorous dressing room in Zurich.
It's not as glamorous as you would expect from a big band from Hertz.
Well, something happens when you sat in this chair in this dressing room. There's for some reason, every like 30 minutes, the ground shakes. It just goes.
Why is that?
I think it's maybe like there's like a washing machine or something that happens, but it's this chair that just goes. So if it looks like it's wobbling out there, viewers, it's not our fault.
We've also got viewers might be interested to know, a hair corner over there. There's some hair products and a mirror. That's the hair station over there.
It's a glamorous affair.
This is a plant.
A dead plant that we ask for on the ride.
You ask for that plant on
just
the ride.
Just a dying plant, yeah, most of the time. And,
sorry, also Hertz sind da in ihrem glamourösen Backstage, sind dort hinten eine Haarstation, also sie sich die Haare machen und der Stuhl wackelt die ganze Zeit, weil irgendwo eine Waschmaschine ist. Dann ist dort die Pflanze, also alles sehr glamourös bei ihnen. You came with your album Surrender, which went #1 in Switzerland. Many people say it's a happier album than the last one, and you said that it's because you traveled a lot during the process of this album. What was the worst place you had to stay during this time?
That's a good question, actually. It was all really nice. We started in Montreux, then we went to New York for a little bit. New York was actually not so nice because it was really cold. We were there for like 2 weeks maybe, and it was like minus like 15. Snow was like this high. We couldn't, and I didn't take a jacket because I was an idiot. I don't know why. Because I was like walking around the streets going like this the whole time. So maybe that was the worst. But then we went to LA, which was really nice. It was kind of enjoyable, you know. We just decided to look after ourselves because where we made the second album was not too pleasant.
Not too pleasant, no.
It was in Manchester in your like small studio. And you got a bit depressed there, I guess.
Yeah, but if you, as a human, if you enter a room,
the size of this room,
it's smaller than this room. If you enter and you also sleep in that room, and it rains every day outside, regardless of whether you're making a record or not, you go insane. So we worked for 6 months, and at the beginning it was nice. We come off tour, let's get in a room, make some music. And then as the months went on, it just became a bit dark. And then by the middle of the year, I think you had to go home, didn't you?
Yeah, so we decided on this one to go to the sunshine and enjoy ourselves. And the album is, it's a bit more optimistic than. It's similar tone to Happiness, I think. It's got a bit more optimism in it, but it still ends quite dark, you know. It's an album that starts off very positive and slowly takes the listener to a bit of a darker place, and that's kind of what we wanted to do with it, yeah.
Also ihr aktuelles Album haben sie an verschiedenen Orten geschrieben auf der Welt und der schlimmste Ort war New York, weil es jetzt so kalt war. Der Theo hat keine Jacke dabei gehabt, die ganze Zeit gefroren. Aber man hört auch so ein bisschen die verschiedenen Orte und also ein bisschen die Happiness, die Sunshine und Happiness. Auf ihrem neuen Album, weil die Songs so ein bisschen fröhlicher anfangen, aber gegen das Ende des Albums wird es doch ein bisschen düster. When Happiness came out in 2010, I have to be honest, I didn't really like it. But then I met this girl, and she was in love with you, so I bought the album and to impress her and to say like, I like this song, I like that song, and in the end we came together, maybe because of you.
There we go. It's a true Hertz love story there, ladies and gents.
Do you hear a lot of love stories like this? Because I think your music brings this kind of love feeling.
You see it in the audience. We'll see it tonight. You look out on the stage and it's amazing how many people there are that come to the shows together. The guys have their arms around the woman in a protective way, and some of them have like a special song that's just for them. And it's really nice when you're on stage to see that happen. And actually, I think there's more men come to our shows now than there used to be at the beginning.
All right.
I feel perhaps more people are in your position.
They maybe bought the album for their girlfriend, then broke up, and now still like the band. Right. Yes, that's the plan. But it's lovely, you know. It makes for a great atmosphere, I think, at the gigs, and makes for great fans. And it means a lot to us that people relate the songs that maybe about heartbreak and things like that, and things because they're real emotions that we felt, you know. So it means quite a lot.
Just to add, I learned to love the album, and now
Great.
I do, of course, because I connect so much with it. Als ich das Album am Anfang gekauft habe, hat es mir nicht so gefallen, aber ich habe es eigentlich nur gekauft wegen einer Frau. Und sie sagt, dass es vielen Leuten so geht, dass viele Leute zu Zweiten kommen an ihre Konzerte. Das bedeutet ihnen sehr viel, dass die Leute so viel verbinden mit ihrer Musik und zusammen das erleben und halt dann auch Fans bleiben. What is the role of women in your music? We see a lot of women dancing in your music clips or live on stage. But also in your personal life, how do you get inspired by them?
In lots of different ways, I guess. But it's a theme in a lot of our music, you know, is either relationships or the downfall of relationships often. But also there's a lot of characters in our music, female characters, whether it's in like Wonderful Life or Rolling Stone or Policewoman and things like that, who are strong, powerful characters, you know, because I think those are the women that we are drawn to, you know, that we respect. I think there's always, we encounter a lot of women like that on the way who've maybe been troubled or had difficult lives but are still strong and cool, you know, and I think they make for great subjects of songs. So yeah, it's quite heavily we're quite heavily influenced by our relationship to women. Yeah,
so it also corresponds with your personal life then.
Yeah, a lot. There's definitely women in our personal life. Yeah.
Also Frauen beeinflussen sie sehr, vor allem starke Frauen, die Sachen durchmachen, aber trotzdem irgendwie fröhlich sind etc. Und das beeinflusst sie in ihrer Musik, aber auch in ihrem persönlichen Leben. You two are also having some kind of a relationship. You're making music since I think about 10 years. How did this relationship change over the years? How did it develop?
It's been a long time, you know. It's developed. Our skill, our musical skill and our technique and things has grown. It grows every single time, every single day we make music. We feel like we get better and we never feel like we've got to the end point of our journey, you know. And I think when we started, we didn't know anything about making music at all. We just learned together, taught each other, and now then we became really great friends in the process of the beginning because we didn't know each other very well. And now we've got 10 years of shared memories, you know, and things like that. So it's changed a lot, yeah. It's been a long time.
You want to add something?
I think that was very well explained, and I agree.
Okay.
I agree with what he said.
Alright. Sie kennen sich schon seit etwa 10 Jahren, machen sie zusammen Musik und am Anfang sind sie zuerst musikalische Partner gewesen. Und erst schon über die Jahre sind sie wirklich Freunde geworden und haben sich gegenseitig das Musikmachen beigebracht und das hat sie doch sehr geprägt. With your growing success, becoming big pop stars, what are some misconceptions or myths that you think are not true about pop stars that you yourself experienced?
I think this is a kind of different one, but I explained this to somebody yesterday. One thing that people forget is that when, you know, if you're a fan of music and you hear a song and you think to yourself, oh, I relate to finally somebody is singing a song about something that relates to me, and you get great comfort in that and great support from it. People don't realize that the opposite's true as well. And whenever anybody says to us that they like a song or they relate to a song, the weight is lifted off our shoulders so much because we write songs about things that really happen and don't think that anyone else has gone through those things, you know. And so sometimes like a fan will say, oh, that song specifically, it relates to something that happened. And it's really emotional for us because you go, oh, okay. Somebody else does agree. So it's kind of a long answer, but like,
I liked it.
People forget that you, as a musician, you get a lot out of people relating to your songs.
It's not only you that gives something; people give you something back.
People give it back,
well.
and when you do the concerts and you see people's reaction to things and things like that, always feels at this point it always feels to us like we're in the middle of the audience, you know, and we're all here for some sort of shared experience. I sort of forget I'm on stage sometimes because it's the songs mean so much to different things to different people, you know.
Also,
Translate that one.
Ja, it's a long answer. Eine lange Antwort von ihm auf meine Frage, was sind so Mythen vom Popstar? Was sind Mythen oder so falsche Wahrnehmungen von Popstars? Das haben sie selber erlebt. Und seine lange Antwort, kurz zusammengefasst, ist, dass eben die Leute oft vergessen, dass nicht nur sie etwas geben mit ihrer Musik, sondern sie auch etwas überkommen vom Publikum, von den Zuschauern. Wenn jemand zum Beispiel sagt, hey, der Song bedeutet mir mega viel, dann ist das für sie, berührt sie das mega. Und das vergessen die Leute oft, dass sie vielleicht auch berührt werden von all dem.
There's also another misconception, which is people don't realise that pop stars have tuna fish on their rider. Tins of tuna fish. 2 we have on our rider, but there's only one here. Well, I've knocked the camera. There's another one somewhere, but
Maybe in the hair corner. No.
it's an important part of the pop star regime is
Is good tuna fish.
tin fish.
Thunfisch in der Dose, das ist auch noch glamourös. Sehr glamourös bei Hertz. Das vergessen auch viele Leute, dass es auf ihrem Rider steht. Anything else interesting on your rider? Like
Well,
something
let's
that you
have a look.
want to have?
What
grapes.
looks like 30 grapes, a really
that?
small cup of Nuss.
Nüsse. Also
Nüsse.
Nüsse, Trauben. Or anything like not food connected, like I don't know.
No, we have.
Where we can have a look.
No, we don't.
We've got like a weird shower room.
Yeah? Let's have a look. Don't forget the mic.
I'm going to eat these grapes while you're gone.
There's a mirror. This is the shower area. Very glamorous. High glamour. Got a mirror, some cleaning products down there. You want to get these. Yeah.
Awesome. That's how we. That's rock and roll.
Welcome to our life.
You're quite you're funny guys. You know, when you listen to your music, you think they're like, well, you dress black many times, but you would say you're more, I don't know,
Move the nuts
reserved.
out of the way.
You're more reserved, but you're also
we're
in
just
other
normal
interviews
guys.
that I watch, you're really open and funny guys.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
because
we like to entertain ourselves.
it's also because we all our misery goes into not misery, but our darker emotions are channeled into what we do for a job. So when we make music, it's like therapy, and now that's why we're joking around.
That's awesome. Wie du siehst, sind sie wirklich lustig, sind sie wirklich lustig drauf. Und sie sagen, das ist halt, weil so die ganze Düsterheit und alles Dunkle ist voll kanalisiert in ihrer Musik und darum können sie einfach Seich machen nachher. You're having more and more success. What are you scared of? Are you sometimes scared of that maybe your way is not going up anymore, maybe going down or something like that?
Do you know, for us, we just feel so grateful that we still get a chance to do this. You know, when we met 10 years ago, all we wanted to do is make music and play concerts for people. And when we started, we were playing concerts to 5 people and making music in a tiny bedroom. And 10 years later, we still do that, you know, and it feels brilliant to get the chance to do it. And all we can do is do our best and keep making music and hope that people enjoy it, you know. And we're never really frightened because when we had nothing and we were doing it, we were still enjoying ourselves and making music and doing what we like. And I think we treasure it so much, you know. So every day we're happy.
Nice. Eben, sie haben eigentlich nicht gross Angst, dass sie nicht mehr aufwärts gehen können, sondern sie machen weiter die Musik und geben das Beste und sie geniessen jeden Tag, wo sie das machen können, weil es einfach das ist, was sie am liebsten machen. In Song Lights, you sing, "Do you know how it feels like to dance alone?" It's a very famous line. Earlier you mentioned that when you're playing a concert, you're connected to the audience, everyone's together. When is a moment where you feel alone or where you feel loneliness?
It's a really good question.
Thanks.
All right. Well, I actually feel very alone when I do dance, which is once a year. And
On New Year's Eve when you're drunk.
And Theo's a very good dancer, but my method is I stand in the corner by myself. I get very drunk, and I hope that some girls notice me and go, "Oh, he looks cool. I'll go and talk to him." And I dance very aggressively, like a robot, and nobody likes it. So once a year. It's kind of not like that.
Do you want to show us like little?
I'm not going to be doing it now, but if you
Look out for it, Swiss girls. He'll be in the corner.
yeah, I'll be in the corner being creepy.
Theo, when do you feel alone?
When do I feel alone? I spend quite a lot of time alone, actually. I like walking a lot. I love going to the cinema by myself. And
Really?
One of the cinemas, one of the things I really enjoy, and I really enjoy going in the daytime by myself.
Uh-huh.
Partly, 50% of the reason is because I really love popcorn. There's some there, it's just arrived.
Yeah, it is.
And I love the peace of the cinema because I love film and everything like that. But a cinema, no one bothers you on your phone. It's dark. It's just you and a movie and popcorn. And so I really treasure that.
So it's a good way of loneliness then.
Yeah, it's always good. I enjoy like walking by myself for long periods of time. Like in cities, I'll just walk around the whole city.
Also ich habe sie gefragt, wenn dass sie sich einsam fühlen, und der Adam hat gesagt, er tanzt einsam einmal im Jahr, steht irgendwo im Ecke, wenn er sehr betrunken ist und tanzt sehr aggressiv und hofft, dass irgendwelche Frauen zu ihm ankommen. Also unbedingt schauen, wenn irgendwo ihr ihn gesehen im Eckenstamm tanzen, unbedingt angehen. Und Theo hat gesagt, er geht gerne alleine ins Kino, schaut gerne einen Film, weil er Popcorn über alles liebt. So 3 albums, what's coming up? What's next? What are you planning?
We're going to do some festivals this year, this summer. That's going to be cool. And we're going to... my stomach just rumbled. Did you hear that?
Check it out.
The sound of a pop star's stomach.
We all get hungry. Okay, all of us.
There's some tuna fish.
Tuna fish. Do you want to get some tuna fish?
We're gonna make more music. You know, it feels like we pushed ourselves and we made a lot of steps forward on Surrender in an interesting direction. And I think that the catalogue of music we have now with 3 albums, it's exciting to know what direction we're going to go in on the next one, because it could be anything, you know. And we won't know until we begin, and it feels really exciting, yeah.
Cool. Also sie wissen selber noch nicht, in welche Richtung es weitergehen. Sie sind selber sehr aufgeregt, in welche Richtung sie sich werden entwickeln. Und wir haben noch am Adam sein Buch gehört, Rumoren. You really, Swiss people really love you. You went #1 with your last album. You're coming here again and again. You played one of your first festivals in St. Gallen. One message to your Swiss fans.
We love you so much. We love coming here. Beautiful people, beautiful country, beautiful tinned tuna fish. Thank you for everything. Honestly, it means the world. Our first festival here, first #1 album. It's fantastic.
Also, thank you for giving the world Roger Federer. He's elegant, beautiful, and talented.
And also, thank you, Switzerland, for being the home to CERN and the Large Hadron Collider, which is one of the greatest things human beings have ever achieved. So, CERN, Roger Federer,
Tuna fish,
Hertz, #1 album, cheese, army knives,
Also,
beautiful girls.
Thank you for homing Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
Yeah.
And beautiful countryside, great people, great food.
And one last one.
And thank you for the mountains.
Right. Also
Skiing, thank you for skiing.
Skiing, mountains.
So,
Sie lieben die Schweiz, Roger Federer, Tunafisch, Berge. Das sind Hertz gewesen. Thank you very much.
Heaven.